Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we will be breaking Puppy, a medium level Windows Active Directory machine. So let's start it. So firstly we will start our VPN. So in this machine credentials are given. So till it is fetching the IP, we will just copy these credentials to some file so that we can use that file again and again instead of typing that credentials. Let's create one directory with the same name. So here we will give two files. One will be user. Let's copy the credentials. Let's add user over here and save this file. Let's check this file now. Yeah. Now let's create one for password. So let's start with the nmap for the basic enumeration and port scanning. Also, like we have credentials, so we can also go for checking what all we can access with this user. So let's go for that. Here now we can give our user file. We don't have to give any credentials. Let's try. Also, we will add our domain with our IP in etc host file. So this is our domain. So let's add this to our etc host file to map with the IP. So let's add that. So here is our IP with our domain name. Now we will add this to etc host file. It's added. Now I have a credential of one domain joined system. So let's fetch all the users in that. We will use netrpc to fetch all the users and we will add all that user in a file. So netrpc user, what we want, user, domain name, credentials. For this command we should have some credentials. Without credentials this command will not work. And then the IP and the file name where we want to add all the users. Let's go without file first. Let's check all the users first. Yeah, so here are the users of AD. Now let's add these to a file. Okay, now let's open that file. It's clear. Now we have some credentials and let's try to go for some enumeration with the user that we have. So let's use this and let's try with the WinRM if the service is available and directly we can take the remote session. Let's give the credential, the user that we have. No, this credential is not working for WinRM. So now we can try for different we will firstly check our nmap scan. So here in this nmap scan we are not getting anything special. So okay, so let's try to fetch some data from Bloodhound. Let's run the Bloodhound and let's check what all we can fetch. I am using NXE module. There are many ways to use Bloodhound. Like I have given many usernames, so it will try with each and every. If you want, you can directly give the username you want to go for the scan. And here we fetch the data. Now this data will get saved in some file. Till then we will start our Bloodhound. Okay, So our bloodhound is started. Now let's log in. Okay, so let's check our data first. Yeah, so data is saved in this file. So let's copy and save data over the path, over our path. So data is saved here. Now let's upload the data, bloodhound data over. So let's go for, let's upload this zip file. Yeah, upload. File is uploaded. Let's check that. So our username, let's type the username we have. My bad. Okay, now let's select our user and let's check what all we have about this user. Let's check outbound object control. Okay, now let's explore this user. Okay, now let's check the outbound object. So here we can find that this user is a member of HR, and HR group is having a generic write permission over developer. So with this information we can just add our user to developer because that is having a generic write permission. So let's do that. So net rpc group add member in developer, like in developer we are adding our user and we are giving credentials and the IP. So this will add this user to developer group. Let's try. Now let's check the all the users of developer group. So this will just give all the users of developer group. Now this developer group should have that user, our user. Yeah. So now our user is added to developer. Now let's enumerate. So for the enumeration purpose, now let's try to go for SMB client and access some share folders. So firstly we can use SMB map to check the permission or what all we can access. So let's try that. So we can go with this folder. So let's access this folder. We have a read permission over that folder. So let's try to access that folder. Yeah, let's give the credential, enter. Yeah, now let's try. Let's enumerate what all we have. So one interesting file we got here is recovery. This is a key pass file. Let's get this file to our system. Get recovery. Okay, let's check. Okay, their blood only is running. So let's check if we got that file. Yeah, now we have that file. So let's try to access this file. Generally these kind of file are password protected, but firstly we will try to access this file. Yeah, this is a password protected. So let's try some passwords, some random passwords. Not working. So now what we can do, we can just crack the password of this file. We can use key pass to John to convert this file, and then we will try to crack this file. Key pass to John, our file name, and let's save this file to crack.txt. Okay, so we got one error, like recovery, like the version 4000 is currently not supported. Let's try to find something over GitHub. Okay, key pass GitHub. Let's try to search. So let's check what is this. What is this? Okay, let's search in a different way. Brute force. So let's check what is this. So these are some scripts. Let's go back. Let's try this. Yeah, this is a key pass 4 brute. So here, like maybe this will work. So let's try, because here also it is written like it is working for 4.x format. So let's try. Let's download. Let's git clone this over our Kali. Okay, so let's check how to use this. Word list and the file name. So let's use Rocku, and let's give our recovery file, and let's give Rocku.txt. Let's try if this is able to, yeah, this is working. So I think this is able to break the password of that recovery file. Yeah, so here we got the password. So let's try to now open that file again. Now let's give the credential. Yeah, so here we got some username, but we will also, I think we should get some, yeah, and also we got password. So let's save these all password for all these user in some password file. So let's create pass, and we will add those all passwords. So we have saved all the passwords. Okay, we have saved all the passwords. Now let's brute force. Like all username we have now passwords also. So let's brute force again. We have used minus minus continue on success. Like if we got more than one valid credentials, so that will just continue. That will not stop after getting one credential. Got one credential. So let's try to enumerate this user. So let's try to use this for WinRM. So this credential is not valid for WinRM. Okay, so let's try to enumerate this user over Bloodhound. The user is, let's copy the user. Let's try to enumerate this user. Okay, so here also we have some outbound object. Let's check what is that. We are the member of senior dev, and that is having a generic all permission over Adam user. So we can change the password of Adam user using netrpc. Let's try to do that. Netrpc password Adam Silver. So this will be the new password, and we are giving our credentials. Okay, now let's try. Password is changed. Credentials that we have changed is working or not. So here we got that this account is disabled. So let's try to enable this account. Let's use LDAP search to get the name of that account, full name of that account, that particular user, Adam Silver. So here in LDAP search, we are just checking the name of this Adam Silver account. Let's enter the password of our user. Password, let's check. Now let's check. So Adam D. Silver, this is the name. Let's try to modify the Adam user. Let's enter the password. Yeah, user is modified. Now let's try NXE again. Now credentials are working. Now let's try these credentials with WinRM also. So here we got pond. That means we can use these credentials for WinRM service. So let's log into WinRM. We have successfully logged into WinRM using Adam user. Now let's fetch user flag. So here is the user flag. So next, now let's further enumerate this user. So let's go through each and every directory. Let's go for documents again, and let's check if something is there. We can get sometime some sensitive information. It's empty. Let's go to downloads. It's empty. Here we got one backup folder. Let's check that. So there is some zip backup zip file. Let's download this file to our system. Okay, so file is downloaded to our Kali. Let's check that file. Okay, so here is the file. Let's try to unzip. So here we got that folder. Let's check this folder. So here is some backup file. It's some authentication backup configuration file. Let's check. So here we are getting some new credentials. Let's try to enumerate these credentials now. Okay, so let's log in with these credentials. If these are working or not, we will go through that also. Let's try we can log in with WinRM or not. Yeah, we are able to log in with WinRM. Let's enumerate this part. Is there anything? What privilege we are having? So nothing special. No special privilege. So okay, let's check. Is there anything? No. Let's check C drive also. Backup. Let's. It's same. Yeah. Okay. So let's run WinPeace. Okay. Let's transfer WinPeace over victim's machine. Let's copy this WinPeace over puppy folder. Let's try to upload WinPeace over victim's machine. Okay. Let's check. And let's try to fetch something. Maybe we can get some sensitive info. Okay, it's running. Let's check what all we can get from this. Now let's enumerate WinPeace. Okay, so here we are getting DP API, master keys and credential files. Let's try to access these and we will download these to our Kali. I think these files are hidden. Let's check. Yeah, maybe we can't download this using WinRM functionality. Download. Yeah, That because these files are hidden, that's why we are not able to download this using WinRM. So let's download credential file as well as master key. So let's download this. Yeah, this is working. This SMB server technique is working for file transfer. Okay, now let's check these files. Yeah, so here we have all these files. Now let's use them with the mpacket. Let's use mpacket dp API with master key and the credential that we have. So here we got some decrypt key. Now let's use this decrypt key with credential file. So here we have used the decrypt key with the credential file, and here we got some new users. Okay, now let's check this user over Bloodhound. Let's copy the user. This user is having 78 outbound object. Oh, maybe this is having a admin privilege. Okay, let's check member of. Okay, so this user is a member of administrator group. So with this information we can run secret dump and we can get the administrator hash. So let's use secret dump and get the administrator hash. So here inside ntds.dit we got the administrator hash, administrators ntlm hash. So let's log in with this. Let's use evil winrm user administrator, and this time we use hash, and we have performed pass the hash attack. So here is the root.txt. So lab is completed. Thank you for watching.